Hello everyone, welcome back. I'm Joshua and this is Rooftop. Now, in today's workshop, we are going to be doing tie-dye, or some may call it tie and dye. So, this process would require you to, maybe have some sort of cloth material. It could be a t-shirt, a bag, maybe a pant, or maybe shoes, anything of such sort. So today I'll be showing you few techniques and maybe some tips and tricks that we could use while we are doing the tie-dye. So let's start and see how we go about it. Oh, also let me show you the materials I have. So I have a couple of rubber bands here. Oh, that looks pretty nice on camera. Sorry. And then I have my tie-dye colors over here. I have, I think, around 8 of them. So you can get this at your local stationery, and it's pretty cheap. It's around 150 to 200 bucks. You can get it from anywhere. And say if you do not want to buy and you have acrylic paints at home, then you can just dilute it with a bit of water, not too much water, just enough that it's a bit liquidy, and then you can do the same process as well. So now when it comes to tie-dye, right, especially with the fabric colors that we get out of the box, we need to leave it for a couple of hours, say around 5 to 6 or maybe up to 8 hours also. But if you use acrylic paints, I think within 10-15 minutes it's plenty of time. So let's start and see how we go about it. Okay, so I know this may look very concerning. Remove this there. Yeah, but here I have some tote bags like this. I have some tote bags here. I have around 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Jute pouches, sorry, not tote bags. And here I have a tote bag. I won't open it entirely, but I'll just show you that I have a tote bag here. Okay. So now, before we start with this, right, we need to wet the cloth basically. So when I say wet, there shouldn't be too much water. Like say if I squeeze, you don't see any water coming out, but it's wet enough to absorb the paint and absorb and spread the paint. Okay, so first what I will do is I will start off with these small pouches that I have. And now before we do that, right, it's better to wear some gloves, because if you're using the dye that we get out of the box, it can really stain your hand. If you see my fingers here, they are a bit pinkish. So you can just be a bit careful with that. So I'll just take one glove. It's your regular plastic glove. Nothing too fancy. You don't need to buy the medical grade glove or anything. Okay, so this dye, right, the reason I'm wearing gloves is only because it stains your hand, not because there's some harmful chemical or anything. Yes, we do not want to drink it, of course, but if it falls in your hand, it is okay, but it will just take some time for it to wash away from your hands. Okay, so now let's look at some techniques that we can use. So one of the first ones, I hope this isn't too loud for you. Okay, so first what I will do is I can hold it like this. Now from one corner I will start folding it as if I am folding a paper fan. So like this, I'm just folding it back and forth like this all throughout. If the plastic bag noise is too loud, just let me know. I will have to, or I will take out the gloves like this. So I'll just keep folding it back and forth like that. It's okay if it's not a perfect fold. Like this. And then over here and then one more time. So now we have it folded like that, and then we can fold it in half, just like this. So you can try to make it a bit more accurate like that. So let me show you here. So we had done this workshop earlier. So if you can see the way this part is done, right? That's the same thing we're doing. Okay. Now what we'll do is we'll take a rubber band like this, and we'll need to tighten it really well. Just like that. Make sure it's tightened properly, because this will really hold the cloth or the paint in place. Wow, okay. This entirely came out. Okay, like that. We'll put one there. Then I'll take another one. I will put it right below this. Over here. Like this, and then one more time. Please don't break. Yeah, like that. Just like this. Now we can have now we can take a color of our choice. So let's look at some color schemes. So I will have a workshop on the color schemes as well, but for now let's just have a look at some. So we have analogous colors, which are basically colors that are side by side. So like if we take red, then we have yellow and orange. Or if we take green, we have yellow and sort of darkish green as well. Okay, so what I'll do is I will take some warm colors, and then we have warm and some cool colors also. So I will take this yellow first. I'll just mix it up again. Now again, if you don't have this, you can use acrylic paints as well. So I will take this and I will just start pouring this all over here, just at this side. Just like this. Make sure you really pour enough that it can go through. Even if it leaks, that's fine. Okay, I'll put that down. Put that there, and then I will take some red color that I have. Now this red I will put over here in the middle, so you can see the red is really going through it. And if you see how easily it is absorbing, that's because I wet this bag first before putting any color, before starting this. That. Okay. Now I've put some red color as well. Now we can take a slightly deeper color. Like this. So this is a bit of a wine type color, a purplish wine type color. We'll make sure we pour it properly, enough that this cloth can absorb it and enough that it can go through to the part which is, in the middle. Here also I'll put a little bit. Okay, like that. Now I will keep this to the side over there. I will let it rest and I can start with another piece. So here I have another cloth, or another pouch you could say. Okay, so now let's look at another way that we can do it. So what I can do is I can also, I think we can try the swirl technique. So from the middle I will pinch it like this, then I'll just start spinning it. I'll let it twirl around the center point like that. It's okay if it looks a bit messy since this is a bit small. Over here, and this part can go like that. So if you're working on a smaller scale, you would really need to hold it in place until you're able to put the rubber band around it. Like that. And then this side, I will take another rubber band. And put it here. Just like this. So if you're working with a shirt, it will be a lot easier to really swirl it. Okay. Now what we can do is we can work with a bit of cool colors. So cool colors would be like blue, a bit of green, somewhere in that range. So I will take this blue color that I have. And I want the swirl to be facing up. Like that, I need it to be facing up. And then I can just start applying this dye all over. You can see how bright the blue is. So this is sort of like tealish blue. You see, it doesn't go all the way through, so you need to put enough that it can go all the way through, unless you want some patches in between. Like that. So I've made this entirely blue. Now I'll take green, shake it a bit, So has anyone of you tried this before? Now I can apply this green all over here. Just like that. Make sure we get each and every part of it. One of the most important thing, right, about tie and dye is you need to really leave it for a couple of hours to let it soak in the color. Otherwise, what will happen is it is going to go away. Okay, I think that should be about enough. Now I will take a darker blue. It seems to be a little light. Okay. And instead of this color, I can take maybe purple instead. Yeah, there you go. So much better. It's okay if there's a bit, dropping down. Like that. So I'll place this here. Now if you see we have blue, we have green, and we have purple. I will place this one over here as well. Okay. Now I have one more. So let me show you what colors are they from. Power. Are you like talking about a brand, or are you asking whether we got it in a powdered form and then we mixed it? Well, if you're asking that, then so this was technically a powder which you got in small sachets, which I then put into this and then just added water up to the brim over here. So this is one of the works that we had done, like this. So this is the first one that we have tried to get this pattern. So let's see how it turns out. But before I reveal them, I will let them sit at the side for a bit and I will do the rest. And once we're done with all of them, then we can start, revealing each and every one. So over here what I can do is I can fold this in half. It's okay if there is a little paint from your hand going onto it. Fold it in half. And then again like this. So like that. And then we can fold it again this way. Then again I will take another rubber band. Yeah, these were basically powders which you then mix into the water and it automatically turns into the paint. And there's no technique or ratio needed for this. You just put the powder into the bottles that they give and then just fill it to the brim. But keep a little space on top so that you can really mix it well. Okay, what I'll do is I'll put another one sideways like this. I'll flip it over. Like that. Okay. Now let's see. Now I will take some red color and I will put it on this side. I'll put it here. I'll put a little bit here as well. So for me, I'm a very big fan of purple, so I'll be putting red and purple. I'll just make sure that I have put enough at the sides. Okay, there's a couple gone. Now I will take some purple and I will pour it on top like this. So I'll let it absorb inside basically. You can see I'm applying the purple color and it is just seeping right through this. On this side as well. I'll just keep pouring little by little so that it really gets absorbed in between. So now this one will most likely be triple colored, meaning red, purple, and the color of the bag as well. So over here I'll put some as well. Just make sure that we have some red color also. We don't want it to be entirely covered by here. Yeah, we don't want it to be entirely covered by the purple. So I will keep this also to the side. Okay, I'll cover this. Now in this workshop, I won't be letting it rest for that long so that I can just very roughly show you the results of each technique. But when you do it, and if at all you do it, then let it rest for at least 6 to 8 hours. Okay. Now I have a jute bag over here. Now for this also what I will do, you can see here like that. So I'll fold it in half and then in the same way I will fold it in half again. Sometimes not to let it touch down because of all the color we have. So I'll just show it to you this way and I hope you understand. Let me open this. Make sure that the corners are equal over here. We'll flatten it out and then we'll fold it again like this. Just like that. And now I'll make a triangle. So over here and then backwards like this. And then again frontwards. So we're basically trying to make it into a sandwich. Over here. And this part also, we will align it. And then the same thing on this side. Then again we will fold it up over here, and then down. So I'm going to leave this part as it is. I won't, or maybe later on we can check what we can do with this. But first I will just tie these up. And again we need to make it quite tight. Like that. So I'm using smaller rubber bands so that I don't have to fold it 3 or 4 times. Then over here also, so I would fold it like that, and maybe one more time we can do it over here. We can bring this part a little higher, like that. Okay, so we have this samosa like shape. Okay, and for this, let's see, we have red, we have green, we have, oh, sorry about that. Yeah, we have red, we have green, we have blue, we have yellow, we have purple. So what colors would you want me to use? Give me any 3 colors. What do you think I should use for this one? This one's a pretty big one. So what colors would you recommend I use? Let me know in the comments, otherwise I'm not going to know. So I have some blue, I have some yellow, I have 2-3 types of red, 3 types of red, I have green, and then blue and purple. Okay, so we will use 1 red, we'll use 1 red. Okay, give me another 2 colors that you want me to use. I'm waiting. I have decided on red. We have blue, we have green, we have yellow, we have purple. Or do you want me to do red, blue and purple? Because red and blue make purple, so we have like 2 primaries, 1 secondary color. Okay, then I think I can go with this. Black, I do not have black. I have red, blue, purple, green and yellow. So I think we can go with these 3, red, blue and purple. Okay, so I will take my red color first. This, okay, this is orange, then purple, yellow, red. Sure. Okay. So I'll start with purple, yellow, and then red. I'll just keep the rest a bit away. Okay, I'll take my purple color. Thank you, Sumanna, for the suggestion. Or else I would have been here all day waiting. I'll take this purple and I'll start putting it on this side. Now again, since there is water, the blend will be smooth. It won't be, like purple and then yellow and then red. It will all blend into each other. I'll put this here, just like that. And this side as well. We'll try to cover as much as we can. So the reason why I'm applying so much purple right now is because I really want it to seep into the cloth. Okay, so I'm done with purple. Keep that there. Then I will take my yellow color. So I can apply on this side now. Purple is there, yellow is here. Now this bag that I'm using already has a slightly brownish color of its own. So when we apply this color, it will be it won't be as bright as it would be on a white colored cloth. Over here. Again, just apply quite a gracious amount. You can see how thorough I am when it comes to applying this color. Okay, I think this should be about good enough. And then we have our red, which I will apply on this side. It's a nice red color. So wherever you see like gaps, right, or creases, try to fill it in there as well. And it's okay if it overlaps, with the other colors on the side. Since they are close to each other, they are bound to, overlap. Here, put in some good amount of color. Here there's a bit, color missing, so I'll just apply it there. Again, inside these gaps also. Now remember, there are the other colors as well. So in certain areas, most likely in the center, which we cannot see right now, it will be mixing up like this. So just be a bit thorough over here and check maybe if there are certain parts that might need a bit of paint. Like see over here, there is quite a bit that needs paint. Okay. So we have these three colors put down here. I can see it's starting to sort of leak into this. So what I will do is I'll put the same colors here also. Very roughly. If you want, you can spin it. You know what? Let's try spinning it like this, twisting it. Now, I haven't tried this type before, but we can experiment and see what type of color we get. I will fold this like that. So this is the handle, in case you're wondering. How long does it take to dry? So this, I mean, technically it will not dry, but if you're asking how long will it take to absorb the paint, it would take around 6 to 8 hours, you could say. So I will tell you the next process after this. Let me just finish this. In case I forget, let me know in the comments. Okay, so we have this part ready. Now I'll put a little bit of red only on the left side. I'll flip it over and see whether red color has gone through. It has not, so I'll put red color through here as well. And then I will take my purple and put it only through the center. Only through the center. On this side, flip it over a little bit here as well. Okay, and then yellow on the extreme end. Same thing over here. Okay, that should be, I'm assuming, good enough. Now let me just tilt this a bit so all the paint, comes to one side. Okay. Yeah, okay. So now let's assume you have done up until this much, right? We've wet the cloth first. We put the rubber bands as per, how we wanted to twist and turn the cloth. And then we've put our dye on it as well. Okay, now what we will do is we will let it sit for around 6 to 8 hours, and then I will come back to you. Alright, so thank you so much for watching. I will see you again. I'm kidding, we'll open it right now. Alright, but of course when you do it, you will have to open it again and clean it. Don't use any detergent or anything, just clean it very thoroughly with water until all the paint goes away. Let it dry, and then you can clean it with soap or anything. Okay, so let's start by opening this one here. We had a bit of a pinkish red and yellow color. So let's see. I myself am curious to see how this turned out. And now for the, what is this? Okay, it's a plastic. The final reveal. Oh, okay, that's interesting. You can look at this color here, and then it splits. Let's look at the back side. It's very similar. We've got some nice stripe-like patterns here. So you see, when we fold the cloth, all the color stays on those folds. So if you want to darken the interior as well, then you can add a bit more color and really push this nib that is there into the creases. Thank you. So this is how it turned out. And of course, again, the natural color of this bag was brown, so it might look a little bit dull. but when you do it with white, you will actually see the contrast in it. So this is our first one. Okay, I will keep this to the side here. It's very cool. And the thing is, right, it's pretty easy, so anyone can do it at home. It's just, about knowing if you want to get a certain pattern, then how do you do it? So that part you can always Google and see. There are different artists also that just specialize in tie and dye. Like I had seen some which were like insane. Okay, now for the second one, I think this one was a spiral, right? So let's see. Oh, okay. Let's look at the back side also. So we have this nice galaxy type, nebula kind of pattern here. Actually, let me see if I can enhance the colors so you can see it much more clearly. There you go, that's a much better view. So that's what we made with the spiral. Of course, if you have a much bigger bag, then you would see like, a proper spiral. But here, this also is pretty good. Let me show you the back side as well. Look at how lovely that looks. The different colors, the different combinations, the different patterns also. Let me show you the previous one also that we had done. There you go. Now you can see how nice it looks. So this is the first one that we did. Now let's look at the others. I can't wait to have a look at them. Oh, okay, this one seems to be sitting in the water. Who knows, we might get something even better. It all splashed in my face. Okay, I guess I'll need to sit for another 6 to 8 hours. Okay, let's see how did this one turn out. Oh, oh, that's interesting. I didn't expect this kind of pattern. Nice. So these are much more, vertical kind of patterns. The other ones we've seen, hold on, yeah, they were all, diagonal like that, or maybe a little spiralish over here, connecting. But this one's also interesting on its own. I like these, nice highlights that we get between each of them. Nice, it looks lovely. And so if you added a bit more of this red over here, then this would be a little darker. But I think what happened was that it was folded like this. So the paint wasn't able to go through, even though I put some paint over here. So you can see this part is much brighter as compared to this side. So that way, through experiment or trial and error, we can see how much more paint to put, or how we can twist the cloth and see what patterns we get. But for me, I feel the more random the pattern is, the better it looks. Now for the biggest one, and I hope it fits on screen. Most likely it will not, but I will do that so you can see. Okay, so should we start with the handle, or should we start with the bag itself? So this is a tie and dye paint. It's like, that is what it's called. It's called tie-dye paint. So you can just ask your stationery regarding it. But even if you don't have this paint, right? Yeah, even if you don't have this paint, you can use acrylics as well. But those will be much stronger as compared to these. Like if you look at this, you can see how soft it is over here. It's pretty soft when it blends. Acrylics are a little more thick. You can think of them as a little bit solid when it comes to blending. So if you're quick enough, then you could get a similar one to this. But even otherwise, you will get some lovely colors as well. Okay, Anoshka says with the bag. So let's start with the handle. I'm kidding, we'll do with the bag. Okay. Now I am deliberately prolonging this to create the build-up. Okay, so bag. Let's see how it turned out. hope it turned out. Oh, look at the amount of paint that is coming. I'll try not squeezing it too much because I do not want it to, blend in again. There's a lot of splashing happening. Okay, so let's see. Oh, okay. All right, that looks pretty cool. Let us open this also. Oh my god, that looks insane. Hold on, let me build it up. Oof, look at that. Ah, it's falling down. Okay, wait, I have to hold it like that. So let's see. That looks so cool. Look at this. Got some insane patterns over here. It's sort of like a hexagon with a triangle in between. Oh, I love how the purple is, giving it an outline, and the center is also bright. Good choice of colors, Sumana. Good choice of colors. Okay, so this is one side of the bag. Oh, even the bottom, if we see, it's got a nice pink highlight to it. Right, now let's flip it over. Yes, beautiful. It looks so good. You have no idea how happy I am with the result. Okay, I just need to be a bit careful here because I do not want the paint that is there. Now, you know what? Hold on. I will just flip this horizontally. I know I'm shaking around a bit too much, but I just want to give you the best view possible. There, look at that. That looks so good. I will also show you once I change the camera to just me, how it all ended up looking. But that looks amazing. Okay, now let's have a look at the handle. Now the handle, I just did whatever came to mind. I didn't really think too much about it. So let's see how that experiment turned out. Okay, how do I handle this handle? Oh, nice. Okay, let me. I know there's a lot of adjustment that I need to do. I'm trying my best to show you the best view possible. There you go. That's how the bag also turned out. Okay, wait. I think the best way to show this is with the other camera. Alright, so now for the big reveal. Hold on. Hold your horses. Look at that. Look at how lovely that turned out. And even with this handle over here. Which way? Yeah, there you go. Little bit light onto it as well. And here also. That looks so cool. What do you guys think? For me personally, I'm very happy with this. Let me just keep this down in a safe manner. I'll keep this. Oh yeah, I could just do this. Hold on. Okay, now let me show you the rest. This is another one that we created. Let me put it in the light. Yeah. So now it's a bit crumpled because of course we had to twist and turn it. Look at how lovely this turned out as well. And then we have this very bright colored one. These would make some really cute pouches. Yeah. And then we have this nebula galaxy type. Some lovely green and blue color. All of them look lovely. Let me show you the back side as well. Now for one final view, I will, yeah. So we can see the handlebar also. Handlebar? The handle. The handle as well. It's got this nice, blend of different colors here as well. And then the bag. Let me remove these rubber bands. Yeah, look at these. Oh, that looks so good. I can just stare at it all day. Thank you, Shannon. Even over here. So Shannon, which one do you think is your favorite one? We have the bag over here, the tote bag. And we have this galaxy nebula type. And then we have this lovely, red, pink, orange, yellow. So I think when we mix this red and yellow, we got this middle color of orange. So we have this as well. The blue. Hold on, we still have one more. And this one as well. This one also gives a bit of an abstract, abstract kind of feel to it. I feel like a painter. So Shannon, which one do you think you like? This one or this one? Which of these? And Sumana, you also can tell me, whoever's watching, you can tell me which one do you like. So Shannon likes the blue one. What about you guys? The blue, this yellow orange one, or maybe this abstract one. Personally, I'm a fan of this because of how different it looks. And then this one is in a league of its own. I don't think I spent this much time showing off the finished work in any of my workshops. So you can just tell how nice it looks. Blue looks very cute. Okay, Sumana, I'm glad. And thank you so much for the choice of colors also. Your input was very valuable and you can see, the result of your suggestion. So again, thank you so much for watching. Oh, this looks like a flower. Look at that. I just realized. So if we did the same thing for the other ones, we could have like a whole sunflower type. So I will put this one here. I'll put this one here, and then this one at the bottom. Unfortunately, the bag is getting blocked. But okay. So I hope you got to enjoy all our different structures and look amazing. Exactly. Couldn't be said better. I hope this plastic bag wasn't, too loud for you all. Because for me, I can see how loud it is getting on the mic, but I hope it is okay and not too disturbing. You're welcome, Shannon. I hope you got to learn, something new, something fun, something that you can do at home also, maybe if you don't go to work. So thank you so much for joining me on this workshop. And if you would like to see more of such works, then you can have a look at our website at rooftop.com, and you can download the app as well. It's all in the description, and we have a WhatsApp group where I will post the results as well. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all again tomorrow. So take care and bye-bye.